Hey everybody, it's Rob here. The March of the Goblin event is ending later today, and I want to make this video here, show you all the timings, when exactly it's going to end, what the impact is on the farming meta, what's going to happen to your pranksters, what's going to happen to the greed shrines, what's going to happen to the treasure breaches, and your way of farming loot when this Goblin event no longer exists. So Blizzard has already stated an official time of when the event ends. It's going to be today, January 6th, and if you head in the character select screen, you can see this in the game right now, and there are certain steps, certain things you want to do before the event ends. Very important. That's why I make this video here. So you can click here on the event, and then you can already see that the Goblin event ends today, January 6th at 7 p.m. This is my local time. This is CET. If you're in the United States, it's probably ending around noon already, depending if you're West Coast or East Coast. It should be about 10 a.m. Blizzard PDT California time. And yeah, 7 p.m. for us here in Europe, the Goblin event will end. So there's only a few hours left, guys, to do these steps here. And if you're going in game, I'll also show you some final preparation that you can do, and like obviously what the impact is on the meta here. So when you're logging in, there are two types of keys, as you guys know. You have the prankster key, the mythic one, and you have the treasure breach key. So the mythic key is going to be completely unaffected. So you can still do your prankster rotations. The goblin is still going to drop 5 mythics. It's still going to drop the bag. It's still going to drop the spark and the 3 legendary runes. So mythic pranksters, you are safe. If you have mythic prankster keys, you're not losing anything if the event is over. So this is the goblin event here. So you're still fine after today. But if you do have treasure breach keys, I very much recommend spending these treasure breach keys today. So you want to be spending them all ideally, because right now you have a double efficiency. So I'll show you how this looks in the game. Like most of you know this, most of you are probably, or many of you are probably op-book side capped, probably like other caps as well. They have so many caps in the game. But this is basically the best way to farm the scattered prisms and the op-book side as well. If you don't have many Neath Iron, if you don't have a lot of op-book side, if you don't have a lot of scattered prism, you definitely want to be running the treasure breaches right now, because they have double value at the moment, because the goblins in the treasure breach always comes in pairs. We are playing a pretty cool new paladin build here. There's also a planner for this, and I'm just showing this to you here real quick. So this is the new Juggernaut charge Auradin that we're playing. So we're just like charging around and basically blasting the goblins. And you can see here on the minimap how these goblins always spawn in packs of 2. And this is thanks to the current Goblin event. Now, obviously, if this runs out, if this is like with Dawnfire, there's just a visual bug where the Dawnfire aura isn't active. But this is like a charge build. We're using like a charge to evade fast. I'll show you some more gameplay here towards the end. This is like a ton of fun, and we're enjoying it a lot. But you can see it's always 2 goblins in the same pairs, and you cannot pick the op-book side at some point, of course, but you definitely want to do this if you want scattered prisms or the Neath Iron. You want to do that right now. So that's pretty much the gist of that. I'll show you some more gameplay here. The planner is going to be linked below for sure from this new build. This is like just a giga speed build. I'll show you a run here live as well. But that's definitely what you want to do. So run the treasure breaches. Ideally, you get 3 friends. Everybody brings 1 or 2 keys, and then you can do like 4 to 8 runs. And step 3, what you definitely want to do as well, you need to go to key overshot. And you want to be claiming all your bags. Last time, I forgot about this. Like when the Goblin event ended last time, I was sleeping, or I don't know what the frick I was doing. But you have this statue in the top of key overshot. And it's very important, like obviously if you haven't done much farming yet, you want to definitely be getting the spark, because you will lose the access to this spark. And you will also lose the ability here. See, we farmed like 212 bags. You will also completely lose the ability here to get the bags. So you can see like when you open this bag, and also right now it has a bag inside the bag. So not only is the Goblin event going to end, but the Tree of Whisper event is going to end as well. So you want to also open the bag in the bag. You get even more runes. It's like a very nice way to farm some runes, to farm some stuff. And yeah, I highly recommend opening all of this. So that's going to help you a lot. You see, you get like more bags in the bag. It's like bagception. I mean, we're getting a ton of tributes and stuff. Again, the mythics you can save, and the treasure breaches you should run. So I'm just going to open one here and show you this current build that we're rocking, which is like also super cool. And that's pretty much like all the important information on the Goblin event. But we have like a new Goblin blaster. We were playing the spear build before. But now we are playing like a super cool version here where we basically use a Falling Star and then we use a Shield Charge just to bash with our aura. And there's only one problem here, the Dawnfire, the visual, if I press Condemn, the visual is getting disabled. But it's not a big deal, so we just basically like just charge around and we get a ton of cooldown reduction here, and we can even traverse the walls and basically just get the goblins. And notice how they always spawn in pairs and you always get these treasure bags. I think the bags will also be completely gone from the goblins after the event. And then you see here, like this is always like pairs of goblins that rock. So we can just like blast all these down and we just like use Falling Star and just rock like this. And the aura is going to see this one. You see, it got killed completely off screen. And right now I don't have Obduxite cap, so it's like pretty nice for me. I can get the stone here and we can basically just run around here, traverse the wall. Here's a blue goblin, so we're just going to go this. Get all this, and then I always pick like just the GA items pretty much. And ideally, like, okay, right now I'm playing the solo, but ideally you want to do some group. And see, the goblin in the next room already died just because of my aura. So this is like with the Dawnfire, this is the highest DPS build in the entire game. We actually managed to do 147 with this. I'm going to make a separate video about this, but just look at the DPS here, for example, and that we were able to do here with this build. This is a 147 boss, and obviously you can still go completely AFK. You can see the kind of like craziness numbers we can do with this build in 147. Like this boss is like we're hitting him for 10,000 quadrillion damage like every time basically our wolves are ticking. So we are using a bunch of wolves here with this crazy build, and we can also make great use for the speed fire meta because we can just charge and leap and Falling Star around and just absolutely demolish everything. This build's going to do pit 150 here very soon. There's some crazy scaling and some ultra potential for this build. This is the strongest build of the entire game right now. And this both works solo and in group. Like we also did more than pit 130 with this on the solo variant. And it's just also pretty chill. I'm probably going to make an updated like full build about this. But you can see here, we can basically just like completely blast around here. And get the pedestal and like put these in. It's just like a showcase here. So it's very, very powerful, very strong. You just charge around and you rock here with the build. And you just basically play the Dawnfire and it kills everything. You can reset your shield charge. So I'm just basically evading all the time. And then I'm just using one shield charge. This keeps up everything basically. And you want to have the Arbiter out. I think I was showcasing something, so I didn't even have the right order. So you can just get a sense of like how fast you can go with this build. And you basically just charge leap, charge leap, charge leap, charge leap. And you basically just go like this, collect everything. I even had the wrong oath in the start of the showcase here because I was testing something. In front of the videos, we're always testing something. Here, boom, we get the next zone. So just Falling Star, then you can do a dash, then you can do another Falling Star, or you can do one Condemn, then you can do a Falling Star, and then you can do another dash. It's all resetting each other's cooldowns if you follow the planner. It's pretty insane. You can also play Arbiter on the bar if you like. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, all the builds are like super strong, super insane for this. And yeah, Paladin is just a top versatile class, insanely powerful. And the good thing is we keep finding out new things and new powerful setups for this. You see here, boom, we have another Giga Goblin. And this is just like how the juiced Goblin keys look right now. Obviously, they will look a bit less like crazy attractive after this, but they are still worth doing, of course, after the event. But again, if you think about it right now, if you have, I don't know, like 5 Treasure Breach keys right now, those are gonna be basically worth 10 Treasure Breach keys right now because you're getting double the loot, and you definitely want to be taking all the GA stuff. You also want to open the treasure bags. One more negative thing that will happen if you farming the greed shrines in the open world, like those right now, the greed shrines, they are dropping goblins. But after the event is over, as far as I know, but let me know in the comments, as far as I know, the greed shrines won't be giving you any more goblins. So that's also the end for the open world farming after this event. I really, really like the Goblin event. However, there are definitely some problems, especially around the caps here, Coining Ward, and also the Obduxite cap. It's very annoying to see items when you're capped like this. It's just all like falling on the floor. You can see this here in my footage. And I just was really like wishing that they would, you know, get away from some of the crazy obsessions they have with these caps. Like we have a cap on the Obol, it's 2,500. We have a cap on the Obduxite. We have a cap on, you know, cooldown reduction. We have a cap on movement speed. Like we have so many caps in the game. They already started to remove some caps, you know, to some Paragon nodes. They have started to remove some caps to like, you know, the Melted Heart. They started to remove the cap from Brahmaladi, and like they did remove already like quite a few caps. But they are just still, you know, as I show you some gameplay here, they are still like, this was just us blasting basically in a 4-player party. There are still like so many caps in the current game. And I think it's just anti-fun. Like it's caps to the fun, like also inventory space caps, stash space caps. They're like all way too low. I mean, I understand that there needs to be like caps in some way, right? But I think the caps should just be like way, way, way higher and not obtainable at all. But yeah, hope you're having a lot of fun, guys, in the season. I really enjoyed the season so far. Probably going to make a feedback video at some point. And I'm also expecting, like, next week, guys, we're going to get the Gauntlet release on Monday. Hopefully, we're also going to get a bit of a balance patch. I would love to see some buffs to, like, a bit underpowered builds. Like, you know, if you're playing, like, any other class than Paladin, it's, like, not that powerful, especially, like, Necromancer and stuff. I would also like to see some buffs to maybe some of the underused skills on Paladin. Like, ultimate builds in general seem very weak. You have, like, Zenith and some stuff. Like all the ultimates, Heaven's Fury and all the stuff feels pretty weak overall. Judgment seems pretty broken. I don't know, like they could maybe be like adjusted a little bit. And then maybe also Zeal could get like a bit of a buff. Like Zeal looks super cool, it's super fun. Quite some gameplay. Okay, sorry, it's obviously it's the tower, guys, not the gauntlet, but it's the leaderboard thing that we're gonna have in the game. And the new end game. Obviously, it's not the gauntlet. I hope it's gonna be much, much better than the gauntlet, but the PTR kind of looked here pretty promising. So yeah, I'm just going to show you here some more runs of us blasting. Basically, it's a ton of fun. And yeah, hope you enjoyed, guys. And I'll show you like one run here and then we'll end the video. Let's go. Sarah's Liar after all. Look here how fast this build is. And this is the Giga Goblin Blaster, man. The Aura Blaster. The new Goblin Blaster, I shall call this. Perfect song. Push it, push it. You see how fast this build is? And I'm not distracted by break the limit, break the chain. That's this build. Let's go. Just swipe over all the goblins. Yeah, see the crazy amount of loot that we get here. And obviously, guys, this is speed up. It's just like how fast the build is. And don't forget to go to the ends. I go. The Robber of the Past is blasting. Sometimes you get to see the GA items. The Obduk side cap is specifically annoying because the GA items are hidden beneath the Obduk side. Oh. And then you just open the keys and you can just like have one guy in the party open so you can get like extra value out of the keys. Almost opened the prankster. And again, you can save those pranksters, that's just fine. Let's go, guys. I'm glad you're liking the build, guys. Exclamation mark build. So the build's gonna be linked below, look at this. These are my favorite ones because they get scattered prisms. You just kills them off screen. It's like everything dead. Like this loot is gonna end, guys. It's gonna be half the loot. Oh, I didn't pick the scattered prisms. There's just so much loot. Rookie mistake. You go the other way, guys. Yeah, this build's a ton of fun. And also the Juggernaut Oath actually works for all damage. It says it doesn't work for all damage, but it actually does. So when you're rocking that Juggernaut Oath here, this one, it works for all your damage. So Shield Charge is a Juggernaut skill. And you just rock like this, basically. It's just like you go into the Goblin room, you charge, and the aura just ticks everything. It even kills stuff off screen. I'm not sure if we're seeing it in this footage here. Oh, that's a closed door. But it can kill the goblins in the next room, basically. On some skills, man, we're just blasting through the door. Definitely pick the Neath Iron. But they just all die. You don't even have to press any button. They just die. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy build, guys. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video, my friends. Again, the Goblin Event's ending. You can see it in the character select. Paladin is a ton of fun. Log in. Remember to finish with Feather Breaches. You save the Pranksters. And remember to take all the bags. Hope you enjoyed. Let's go. GG.